your car! I can park in your driveway whenever I want!
Not anymore, and after what you did to my mother, your SUV is about to disappear.
Regular rudeness is parking in my driveway, Karen. Level audacity is calling the cops when I taught her a lesson. But let's start from the beginning. I live in a small, quiet neighborhood where most people respect each other's space. My house is on a corner lot, and I have a driveway that's not only crucial for parking my own car, but also for accommodating my partner's car and my elderly mother's occasional visits. Mom's not exactly sprinting to my front door these days, so keeping the driveway clear while I mow and maintain the surrounding lawn is essential for her convenience and safety. It's my driveway, I pay for it, and I take care of it. Simple, right? And this is where I'd like to introduce you to Karen. Karen is my next-door neighbor. Well, technically, she's across the street, but the distance doesn't stop her from treating my driveway like her personal parking lot. She's in her mid-40s, perpetually clad in yoga pants that have never seen a yoga mat, and her primary weapon is a combination of a condescending tone and that smug, self-righteous smirk. If you're imagining her with a messy blonde bob and a venti iced coffee permanently attached to her hand, you're not far off. At first, I thought her parking in my driveway was an honest mistake. It started a few weeks ago when I came home to find her car, a shiny white SUV that screams, "I can park wherever I want because I have leather seats," blocking my driveway. I sighed, knocked on her door, and asked her politely to move. She apologized with one of those half-hearted sing-song, "Oh, sorry" responses and moved her car. Problem solved, right? Wrong. A few days later, it happened again, and again, and again. By the third time, I was starting to feel like a character in a bad sitcom. I'd come home after work, find her car smack dab in my driveway, and have to trek over to her house to ask her to move it. The second time, she tried the, "Oh, I was only going to be a minute" excuse, even though her car had been there long enough to accumulate a layer of leaves. By the fourth time, her tone shifted from apologetic to outright dismissive. "Oh, come on, it's not like you're using it all the time," she said, waving me off like I was a pesky mosquito buzzing around her frappuccino. "It's just so much more convenient for me to park here when I'm unloading groceries." Groceries, Karen? The Trader Joe's is a 5-minute drive away, and I'm pretty sure you haven't cooked a meal since the Bush administration. Naturally, I started documenting these incidents because my patience was wearing thin. I snapped pictures of her car in my driveway, complete with timestamps. I even kept a little notebook where I jotted down the dates and times of each offense. Yes, I was becoming that person, but Karen left me no choice. When I tried reasoning with her again, she upped the entitlement. "This isn't really your driveway, you know," she declared one afternoon, arms crossed and sunglasses perched on her head like a tiara. "It's part of the easement." I stared at her, genuinely dumbfounded. "Karen, the easement is the strip of grass between the sidewalk and the curb. The driveway is on my property." "Well, that's your opinion," she said, flouncing back to her car. The tipping point came one Saturday morning. My mom was visiting, and I'd cleared the driveway so she could park safely and avoid navigating the uneven sidewalk. I stepped inside for a cup of coffee, only to hear my mom shouting from outside, "Who the heck is this woman?" I ran outside to find Karen's SUV parked behind my mom's car, effectively blocking her in. Karen was standing there, gesturing wildly, arguing with my mom about why she needed the driveway for an emergency errand. "Emergency?" I asked, stepping into the fray. "I need to pick up cupcakes for my daughter's soccer team," Karen said, as if that was the kind of crisis FEMA should be handling. "Karen, you're blocking my elderly mom in my driveway. Move your car now." She rolled her eyes so hard I'm surprised she didn't pull a muscle. "You're being so dramatic. I'll only be 5 minutes." 5 minutes turned into 15, and by the time Karen finally moved her car, I was done playing nice. It was time to escalate. Do you think I was right to stop playing nice? Comment part 2 below, share this story with someone who's dealt with an entitled neighbor, and follow to see how I finally taught Karen a lesson.